What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Honest Reviews with chHiLLs. Today's episode, we're going to be taking a peek at the game Turmoil. This is another request done by a sub of mine, and I remember playing this game. This was I got early access to this game a little while ago, and it had an interesting concept with it. Basically, what it is you're an aspiring oil tycoon during the oil rush, and your objective is to go out and make a shitload of cash. That's basically it. That's all you do. Now, what I related this to, as well as in the video that we're currently watching, which is the first episode that I did, with this one here, reminded me of the game way back, where you actually had a lemonade stand, and you had to adjust your prices accordingly and sell high and buy low and all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool to kind of bring that back in there and actually see what you could do with this game. What put this aside or above a lot of the expectations that I had for it was the little town that's involved once you've actually done some of the work, and you buy a chunk of land, you actually battle people for it, and you get to choose whether or not you want to be able to dig your land here. You can do oil rigs, you can send in miner gophers or some shit. You can get these guys to come in and search for the oil. You can get computers, you can do a whole ton of upgrades, not just to the storage systems like the silos, the horse and buggies you can upgrade. It was really cool to have that kind of involvement in it, and it was a really cool game to be able to just move back and forth between the town and what you're seeing on the screen here. And it would basically you have a left ink and a right ink, and the prices go up or down randomly, and you would basically try to dig up oil as much as you can. Depending upon the price, you'd either store it or you'd try to sell it. So basically you're selling high, and when it got low, you would basically store it, hold on to it, and you'd have anywhere between like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year to be able to get as much oil off of the land that you're in and try to empty the land. And the sooner you did this, the more of a bonus you would actually get if you finished up your contract early. So really cool concept, real cool idea, and it was actually really involving to be able to, like, you see they got this little oil digging guy, whatever the fuck you want to call him, and then basically you're gonna put pipes underground, and it's gonna dig into, like you see here, the little oil pocket there. You put your little oil rig right here, kablam, and then you run a pipe into it, and you try to get the oil out from underneath it. So very cool concept, very cool idea, and what really got me was, like I said, all the upgrades, and then when you get back into the town, little bits and pieces that you can actually do inside the town, talk to the townspeople, get tips. You can actually bribe people so that if you had an oil spill, they would cover it up for you. You wouldn't have to pay any fines, all that kind of stuff. So it's a very cool idea. Now, with my impressions of it, at first, like I said, I loved it. It was a great game. The only problem I foresee with the game is its longevity. So how much you're going to be able to play the game. Give me 2 seconds. Alright guys, on Steam the game is currently going for $10 American. So based off of that, like I said, it's kind of tough. It really depends on your playstyle and how much you enjoy a game. To me, I could see myself getting bored of it because it is somewhat repetitive. You do get the involvement in the town with the achievements and talking to people, and that's cool. The different upgrades is cool, but after a while, like I said, it just kind of is like I'm doing the same thing. I go into town, I fight for a piece of land, I come back out, I put the oil things down, I buy horses, I let them run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and that allows you to get money, and then you go back to town, and with the money I made, I buy more upgrades, and I come back and I do the same thing over again. With the money I made there, I go get more upgrades. So again, like I said, it was one of those things where it was like, shit, you know what do I do now? So there is a couple different modes though, like you have the career or campaign mode, and then there's just like a free reign kind of mode. And for 10 bucks though, guys, you really can't go wrong with this. If you have a little bit of extra cash to spend, I say go for it, because you will get enjoyment out of it, especially if this is your kind of game. Definitely go for it. You might want to wait for it to come on sale, like if it's 25 to 50% off, you definitely can't go wrong. Spend the money. You'll get your play hours out of it. Like, I think I had about 5 hours logged before the series ended. And that only ended because I had so many games coming in at the time, and I had to drop something, and it was one of the ones to go to the wayside. So it's definitely something that you can get your money's worth out of. But again, if it's not your play style, like I said, you can see yourself burning out on it really quick. Because after you've done this the first time, it's like, okay, well, can I get all the oil? And then once you get all the oil on one thing, it's like, okay. So the achievements or the unlocks that you can get, the upgrades you can get, does add a little bit more of excitement to the game, because it's like, hey, I can get this, or I can find a computer to tell me where the oil is, or I can get these little gophers and I can upgrade those guys, I can get fatter pipes. And so there are things that will keep you going. But again, once you get to that point where you have that stuff, it's like, okay, I don't really know what to do now, because I have everything, I've done everything, and it wouldn't take long for you to get to that point. I think I did about 7-8 episodes of this, and at that point I had the majority of all the upgrades, and I was doing really well out in the oil fields and pulling in quite a bit of cash each time. So that was pretty cool to be able to do that. And you know, I guess from there it was like, I guess I can get the upgrades, but I didn't see the point, I guess is what I'm getting at. But definitely cool graphic style, great idea for the game, and you're gonna get the playtime out of it for $5. I would say definitely go for it. So if it's on sale, try it out. $10, that's something that's up to you guys, because I'm not going to tell you what to do, but in my experience, I think you would probably run out of it pretty quick. And I did enjoy it though, so don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the game. It ran really smooth. I had no bugs, no glitches, no bullshit. It was just like, open it up, play it. I had one issue with recording it, to alt-tab out of the game and come back to the game. Sometimes it would crash, and that is a common problem that you tend to have with quite a few games when you're doing recording and you alt-tab out of something. So just take that with a grain of salt. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little extra episode here of Turmoil, the review. My honest opinion is it's a good little game. It's definitely something that I could see you playing with your kids or something like that, because there's no violence, there's no nothing in it. It's something that's just kind of a cute little game where you can have little horsies and collect a whole shitload of oil and then sell it and go out and buy more things and dig more oil. You know, so I mean, it was pretty cool just to have that little bit, and definitely it does get a little bit more involving as the game progresses, but it's like I said, after a while you just kind of get stagnant, and it's like, same thing over and over again, no big deal. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little episode. If you did, you already know what to do, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you'll actually get to see at least 3 videos every single day. Take care. Oh, and one disclaimer, guys. This isn't sponsored. I'm not being paid by anybody to do these reviews. This is just my own opinion. So I'm not gonna. I'll have a link in the description, but I'm not getting paid for it. It's just a straight link to Steam. So just check it out. If it's something that you want to purchase, go right ahead. I don't make money off of it or anything like that. So just always like to clarify that, just so that you're like, oh yeah, you're only saying it was awesome because you get paid for it. I ain't get paid for shit. So it's just me saying, yeah, this game is good, or I got some enjoyment out of it. It's like I said, for 7-8 hours, is it worth $10? That's entirely up to you guys to decide. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.